Oh, can you can you hit close? Can you hit close? Thank you. Okay, thank you. Happy Tuesday night, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to all of our OG subscribers, members, and all new viewers who are joining us tonight. If it's your first time here on my channel or you are not already subscribed, please join our Heart Train family and click that subscribe button. Join our community tonight. Welcome, everybody. Tonight is our keynote message live, and we are going to be discussing This Soul is on Fire. And guys, I have some updates for you in terms of everything that went on Sunday. I will explain to you the craziness that was the last 48 hours and how that was resolved. And also, we'll be discussing different ways and tips that you yourself can set your soul on fire. The different ways that you can live life passionately, live life happily, and enjoy every single second to the fullest and with purpose. I see that Elaine, our lovely OG subscriber and viewers in the chat. Of course, Lucy Cat, one of our favorites, is in the chat as well. Beller is here with us. A Marks is here with us. Guys, it's so good to see all of you. Welcome to our This Soul is on Fire live. Guys, happy Tuesday. I hope all of you had a wonderful holiday weekend. Now we are back, focused, and ready to move this train full steam ahead once again. Our dear and beloved member, Heather Friend, is with us in the chat for tonight's live. Welcome, Heather Friend. Guys, please, if you are enjoying the live and you would like to show some love, double click the screen, or you can also hit the top right corner 3-dot drop down menu and like and thumbs up the live. I would really appreciate you doing so. That helps to get the live out there. Also, you can share the live with other people that you may think would be interested in joining us this evening. Tonight's live is sponsored by 5heartsmerch.com. That's the number 5heartsmerch.com. Once again, our Quad Father Series designs. Please visit that link, which is located in the bio description of our homepage, where you can support One Man, Three Hearts, the brand, as well as myofibrillar myopathy, organ donation, and disability. 5heartsmerch.com, where you can get yourself some swag, some merch, and plenty of other awesome designs, styles, and colors to support One Man, Three Hearts. Hello, everybody. Beller says I just wanted to stop by because I have school tomorrow and I can't stay too late, but I hope you're doing great and I will be here for your next live when you... Oh, love you. Good night. Thank you, Beller. Thank you. Well, Beller, we will be live once again on Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And then on Saturday night, we have our game night, 8:30 p.m. We are going to be having our holiday movie night trivia. Heather Friend, kicking off tonight's live nice and strong, lighting up our screen yellow with a super thanks. Thank you so much, Heather. I really, really appreciate that. Guys, W's in the chat for our dear Heather Friend. That was so generous and sweet of you, Heather. Thank you. Thank you so, so much. Guys, I would love to give a big shout out to our producer, Jennifer Cascardo, producer of all of my platforms, One Man, Three Hearts, the co-content creator, marketing strategist, the genius behind One Man, Three Hearts platforms, and our mod of loveliness and patience that holds it down here in our live stream chats. Guys, give a big shout out and W's in the chat for the one and only producer, Jennifer Cascardo. Guys, Jennifer is healing very nicely. We are so grateful for all of your prayers and support over the last week. And I myself am recovered from Sunday's episode as well. I want you guys to know that I saw all of your comments. Special thanks to producer Jennifer doing her very best to try to keep all of you updated here on the train. She was in the comments trying to let you guys know as she found out information from my mom what was going on. And so I'm really grateful to producer Jennifer for always staying in the loop and always being so supportive. You guys, your lovely sentiments, reading that while I was going through this whole ordeal was such a big source of strength and motivation. So I want you to know that those comments never go unnoticed, and I'm so grateful for each and every one of you and your support. Go Leafs, go! What's up, brother? How are you, buddy? What's good? Adrian, our dear member Adrian is here with us in the chat. Hello, everybody. Welcome, and good evening. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to our keynote message live. This soul is on fire. This soul is on fire. And guys, we have much to discuss. We have so much to discuss. So let's get right into it. Again, don't forget, if you are not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Join our Heart Train family. We would love to have you aboard. This is really a very special safe space community here on YouTube, and everybody is welcome. Judgment free zone, and we would love to have you aboard, so please hit that subscribe button. Also, if you're enjoying the live tonight, don't forget to hit that like button. Let's try to get to at least 55 likes, okay? Guys, also, right before we get started, I want to give a shout out to our beloved dear film Ladybug, and this is her last week with us here in the States. And shout out to you, and thank you so much for all of your support, kindness, and love. Bonsoir, and bonsoir. Lucy Cat says, I am here at the hospital. Caregiver is still unwell. Please pray for him. Oh, we absolutely will. Guys, please put some prayers up for Lucy Cat's dear caregiver. He has been following along and another great supporter here on the channel. We are sending him so much love during this difficult and strenuous time. Ladybug power indeed. Absolutely. So for those of you that were with us on Sunday morning for our weekly Empowerment Live, there was an incident that occurred towards the end of the live where I essentially blacked out. And what is very interesting to me is that this is now the second live stream that we've held on a Sunday where something pretty serious has occurred. Now, I don't want you guys to shy away from attending our Sunday morning lives. You know, it's just one of those things that it's like, okay, that's a little ironic. To be completely honest with you, I was feeling a little bit off on Saturday evening. In terms of just not really feeling myself. It wasn't like anything in particular was bothering me, but you know just that feeling that you get when you feel off. And so I didn't think much of it just because being on dialysis and going through kidney failure, I know that my electrolytes being out of whack or having extra fluid on board can potentially cause various symptoms and make me feel that way. So I really wasn't alarmed on Saturday because I tend to feel like that, especially on a weekend where I have an extra day in between dialysis. Now, I do want to point out for all of our viewers that are not familiar with dialysis or what's involved, I do have a special playlist dedicated to my second kidney transplant journey, where producer Jennifer and I have put together a number of videos to explain the dialysis process and everything that is involved and everything that I have to deal with in terms of side effects. So If that's something that you'd like to learn more details about, please check that out as well as our other playlist videos. Now, my regular dialysis treatments are usually on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And because of the holiday last week, our schedule was switched up a bit. So last week I went Sunday, Tuesday, and Friday, which means that I had two back to back weekends. So, two sessions where I had to have 2 days in between. So that is really difficult in terms of managing my fluid intake, but also making sure that I don't overdo my potassium and my phosphorus intake. Lucy Katz is so glad you're home, Christoph. I have been worried. Thank you. Michelle D, welcome. Diamond Watson, welcome. Two more of our members have just joined us this evening. Welcome. This Soul is on Fire live, and I'm just sharing the events of Sunday, what occurred during the live, and how we remedied the situation. So again, towards the end of the live, I believe I was sharing about the fact that things don't necessarily resolve themselves overnight, and we have to be patient and give ourselves grace and time. And as I was making that statement, all of a sudden I started to feel very dizzy. My heart started to palpitate, and I really was not feeling all there. Like my mind was getting very confused. I felt very fuzzy in my thoughts. And so I paused, because I'm very open and transparent with you guys. Again, this is a safe space, so I felt very comfortable to, in that moment, tell you guys, hey, I'm not feeling well. And so I called for my caregiver. He came in and I asked him to bring me a little bit of water because I thought that that may help the situation a bit. And no sooner that I had taken a couple of sips of water, without even realizing, I blacked out in that moment. If you rewatch the live, our live replays are posted in our One Man, Three Hearts Alive Lives replay list. My head cocks to the side, and even though my eyes are still open, you can tell that they kind of roll back in my head, and my breathing function was no longer being controlled. Like you'll see my lips were like just flapping, and that's because I was not controlling my breaths of the ventilator. I came to, and to be completely honest, I remember looking up, seeing the phone, seeing that I was live, and I was like, wait a minute. Why am I sitting here? Why am I sitting in front of my phone? What are these comments? I was so lost for a second. And then I came to and realized, like, oh my God, this is my Sunday morning empowerment live. And many of you in the chat who were watching said, oh my God, I think you just passed out. I think you just blacked out. Are you okay? So naturally, I started to get a little bit anxious and worried just because I wasn't aware of what happened. Like I just blacked out, and next thing you know, I was coming to. I was hoping that I was going to start to feel better immediately, but I was still feeling very dizzy and just out of breath, and my heart was still beating a little funny, so I kind of ended the live abruptly a couple minutes after and laid down. Joshua Faria, how are you? Welcome to the live, Joshua. It's so good to see you. Happy Tuesday, buddy. Lucy Cat says, oh no, I know. It was scary. And if you watch back, sensitive content warning, but that episode, again, it's towards the end of the live, so, you can watch all the way through. It was just, one of those moments where you really, it caught me by surprise. I was not aware of the fact that, what I was going through was that serious at the time. Like I said, even though I was not feeling myself the night before, I had no idea the severity of the situation. Producer Jennifer says, members, you look beautiful tonight. Tuesday love, baby. Go Leafs Go says, bro, you should give someone your mom's number just in case one day Jennifer is not on the live. That's true, that's true. But, honestly, anybody who has the number, they may not be here. But producer Jennifer, more times than not, unless like it's a very serious situation, will be here. Look, she was here literally 24 hours, less than 24 hours after having surgery. But go Leafs go, I appreciate the concern. And that is definitely a good idea, so we will give that consideration. Cat123 says, hi, just got out of work. How are you doing? I'm good, Cat. I'm good. I had a bit of a scare on Sunday, so we're just discussing the events of that and what happened. Mary Richards, hi, honey. It's good to see you. Heather Friend said, that must have been surreal coming out of it and realizing you're still alive. Yes. Oh, Heather Friend, absolutely. You hit the nail on the head. I think that was really kind of shocking to me because I knew that I went somewhere. I just didn't know where. And, it was really scary because, again, at the time, I did not know what was causing this. And I've never had anything like that happen to me before. So I ended the live and then I laid down. I had a little bit of breakfast. I had some coffee, which made me feel a lot better. And within, I want to say 45 minutes to an hour, I started to feel back to my baseline. Now, as I had shared with you guys in Sunday Morning's Live, I was celebrating my nephew Dominic's 7th birthday that afternoon. And so I spoke to my mom and I was debating back and forth whether or not I should go to the emergency room. And I was the one that made the call, and I said to her, you know what, I'm feeling okay. I'll go to the birthday party. I'm not going to overdo it. I'll just go for a couple hours to see him and cut the cake and stuff, and then I'll head home. Well, after being there and legitimately feeling fine for the duration of the time that I was there, producer Jennifer actually had texted me to check on me around 5:36, and no sooner that I had told her that I was good and that I would be heading home shortly, I was texting her to tell her, hey, listen, I just had another episode and I'm headed to the emergency room. So while at my brother's, I must have had something else that triggered this in terms of food because after about a couple hours or so, I felt that similar feeling of being dizzy, my heart was palpitating, and I blacked out for, I think it was about 20-25 seconds. Producer Jennifer says, what a weekend. I still have arms strapped, Christoph passing out, and God winks, here we are. Yes, yes, we are still here. We are still pushing, we are still thriving, and we still have the gift of life. That is the silver lining and the takeaway from all of this. So I went to the emergency room. Thankfully, my brother, he lives about 15 minutes away. Oops. Emmanuel, my brother lives about 15 minutes away from the emergency room. So we were there relatively quickly. Could you just put my earpiece back for me? Thank you. Can you push it in a little bit? Yeah. And can you push the earpiece in on the other side? Thank you. Perfect. Thanks. A-marks. I know. Crazy. So we got to the emergency room quickly, and they were able to get me to the back to the ER relatively within, I want to say, less than 5 minutes, because once I mentioned that I believe this was an issue going on with my heart and that I was passing out, they were not going to keep me in the waiting room. Because the ER waiting room can be a little bit of a nightmare, but I will say that they were very quick and efficient, and they got me back to see the doctor immediately. While I was getting hooked up and getting an IV placed, as soon as they put the Holter monitor on, I must have blacked out again, except this time my heart stopped. You heard that right, guys. One man, three hearts. His heart stopped on Sunday night, December 1st, 2024. Next thing you know, when I was coming to, the doctor was alerting me to the fact that my heart had stopped, and I had stopped, and I had those electro pads on my chest because they had to shock me back to life. Yes, they had to shock my heart back into rhythm. So you can imagine, had I not been in the emergency room, how differently this could have played out. One man, three hearts, 9 lives and counting, baby. This is why I tell you that I have no doubt that I am here for a reason, that I'm here to accomplish a mission. And we are moving full steam ahead here on the Heart Train, baby. Go, Leafs, go. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, guys. You know, this could have been a very different outcome. Producer Jennifer could have been giving you some very difficult and sad news. So immediately following that, now they were very concerned. I had a nurse that was at the bedside with me, would not leave. She actually was asking me about every 2 minutes or so, "Are you okay?" And she was like, "Listen, honey, I don't mean to be annoying, but there is going to be a lot of "are you okays" for the next several hours because of what just occurred." They got the IV placed immediately and drew my blood, to which they found out that my potassium levels were dangerously high. Now, remember I explained to you earlier in tonight's live about how I had two back-to-back weekends, which means I had two uh, two back-to-back days of double days in between dialysis sessions. So I had Wednesday, Thursday without dialysis, and then I had Saturday, Sunday without dialysis. So during that time period, and also indulging in all of the holiday goodness, I must have overdone my potassium to put it over the edge because my potassium was 7. Now, for those of you that are not familiar with like those kinds of terms and levels, the normal range for potassium is anywhere between 3.5 and 5.5. Even 3.5 can be considered a little bit on the lower end, and 5.5 is considered a little bit on the high end. So you want to try to have, somewhere in between to be safe. Sky, how are you? Sky, yes, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm just going through the different events of what occurred in the last 24 hours, 48 hours. So, now for those of you that are healthy and don't have any kind of kidney failure or kidney issues with your kidney function, that is what maintains your electrolytes and keeps your potassium, your phosphorus, and all of those levels nice and balanced. So let's say in the morning you have a glass of orange juice or you have a banana. When you go to the bathroom, your body will regulate and eliminate just the right amount of potassium to keep you safe. Now, high levels of potassium and low levels of potassium can be really dangerous for your heart, especially. It can make your heart stop altogether, which is what happened to me on Sunday. So, immediately once they realized that was what the issue was, there was good news and bad news. The good news was that was what was causing the issue with my heart, and there was no other issues that we had to look for. Like, there were no issues with the transplant itself. So that was really great news. But now we had to get the potassium out of my system ASAP so that my heart didn't stop again. So the first step was administering calcium carbonate. That kind of counters the effects of the potassium. And then they administered through my IV, which was placed in my upper bicep, the glucose and insulin. So the glucose was to raise my sugar, and the insulin was to get my sugar down and absorb all of the potassium into my gut. A. Mark said, remembered at that live you suspected it was your potassium. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And I'm very in touch with my body. So that is another plus that I know my body really, really well. And that's always very helpful when I go into the hospital so that the doctors know what to look for. So I had actually mentioned that to them when I first entered. Pepe! Pepe, how are you, buddy? Pepe says, what even is dialysis? Okay, so Pepe, I do have a video explaining what dialysis is. It's in my second kidney transplant journey. I take you through the whole process, the procedure, and even the side effects. I also have videos talking about the side effects and what the process has been like waiting for a second kidney transplant. Go Leafs go, I'm so sorry, buddy. I was just deep in my story. What did you ask? I'll be happy to answer. You know that. Adriana, how are you? It's so good to see you, Adriana. How are you, lovely? Hello, friend, Adriana says. Much love from Trinidad and Tobago. Much love from New Jersey, Adriana. Hey, Linda. Hey, Linda says, thank you for being strong and keeping through. Oh my gosh, my pleasure, my pleasure. You know, I really do believe wholeheartedly that every single one of us has that strength inside us. And, you know, going back to the theme of tonight's live, this soul is on fire. You know, every single one of us possesses that inner fire and that inner strength. It's just a matter of tapping into it. You know that I've said this countless times before, but you can never say it enough because we can always be reminded you are strong enough and you can get through whatever life throws your way. Yvonne says, hello, y'all. It's been a bit since I've been tuning in. Hope you had a happy Thanksgiving. Hey, Yvonne, how are you? You too, honey. Welcome to our keynote message live. We are just discussing the events that occurred on Sunday mornings live, as well as sharing some different tips of how you can set your own soul on fire. Ree Martin, how are you? Welcome, Ree. Ree was in our live on Sunday morning. Hello, hello, says Ree. How are you doing tonight? I'm about to go to bed, but I had to say hello when I saw you were live. Hey! Thank you for popping in. I appreciate it. I'm doing much better, especially tonight. Today, I was definitely still feeling the effects of what had occurred and everything that I had to go through in the last 48 hours, but I made sure to rest, to relax, you know, to re-energize myself, make sure that I put the right nutrients in my body and not overdoing the potassium this time around. And so tonight I'm definitely feeling a lot better. And again, as I always tell you guys, I always feel so much better when I'm with my Heart Train community and family. You guys really lift my spirits. You remind me of what I'm fighting for. You remind me of my purpose, my mission, and you remind me to be happy in life. So thank you. Pepe! Pepe says, all hail God. Well, amen, my friend. We praise God every single day. Producer Jennifer says, good evening, fam. Absolutely the bestest seeing our Heart Train packed with OGs and member riders tonight. We needed to see you. Trust. We sure did. We really, really did. You know, and this is all about re-energizing and putting some fuel so that we can all set our souls on fire. Kaya, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. So, following the calcium carbonate and the insulin and the glucose infusions, they then called for an emergency dialysis session. So, they actually had to bring in a dialysis nurse. Guys, I felt so bad. I felt so awful. I'm like, oh my god, she probably was in the sweetest sleep and had to get out, go into the cold. And I said that when I saw her, and she was so like, what are you talking about? She's like, this is my job. I'm so happy to be able to come here and do this for you to help you to feel better. Guys, she was so compassionate. She was so sweet. She could tell that I was cold and immediately brought me like two warm blankets right out of the blanket warmer, which just felt delicious. Felt so good on my skin. Because you guys know it's been cold. And so, for whatever reason, the heat was not working in the dialysis unit, and so that was really a blessing. I ran for a shorter treatment because what they wanted to do was two short treatments back to back. So it was a short treatment initially, just because they did not want to put my body through too much stress. So it was, I normally run for 3.5 hours. They ran me for 2.5 hours for the first treatment. 2.5 hours, and the goal was to get that potassium out of my system. Ellen, welcome, Miss Ellen Boazot, our OG member and OG Real Housewife of One Man, Three Hearts, is with us in the chat. Diamond Watson says, good night, everyone. I just wanted to stop by and say hello. Good night, good night. Sweet dreams, Diamond. Thank you, Yvonne. Thank you so much. Kaya, hello. Hello, Kaya. So then, what they did was, after doing that initial treatment, they drew my blood again to measure my potassium level. And when they saw that my potassium was still, like, within range, but not where they wanted it to be, they decided to run me for a longer session for my second treatment. So I went in around 6:30. So actually, it was around 7. They got me on around 7:30, and then they ran me for 4 hours. But they did a gentle and slow pull. So that was so that my body was not too stressed out again, because I did have already one session prior. Guys, I'll tell you, the first session, I was out like a light. The second session, about an hour in, I woke up with the worst abdominal cramps, the worst muscle cramps. I was so nauseous. Guys, the worst migraine of all time. You know when you get a headache that is like right over your eye, and it feels like your whole eye socket is just like pulsing? Yeah, that. That's exactly what was happening to me. Hey! How are you guys? Welcome everybody that's just joining us. Guys, please don't forget to show some love. Hit that like button, double tap your screens, or you can hit the top right corner 3-dot drop down menu. So as you can imagine, I could not wait to get out of there. And when I got home, I was essentially lifeless. I was just so out of it all day yesterday. I felt so drained. Anytime I woke up, I was vomiting. I had a wet towel, wet compress over my head that my caregiver and my mom kept switching for me every 20 minutes. I finally got up and tried to have some dinner around 7:38, but I was so nauseous that halfway through I told my caregiver, "Listen, I'm finished. I can't stomach anymore," and I passed right back out. I woke up about, I want to say 12:30, 1 a.m. this morning, and that was like the first time that I was starting to really not feel completely ill. I was starting to feel a little bit better. All day today, though, I know just because of the dialysis, pulling off all of that fluid and the shift, like the dramatic shift from such a high potassium to a low one, my muscles were really, really cramped, especially my muscles in my rib cage. Also, producer Jennifer, what was that other muscle that you pointed out for me today? I can't remember the name exactly. Producer Jennifer, as I was talking to her today and explaining my symptoms, she alerted to me one of the things, one of my symptoms. because it was like pinching in my shoulder blade, and just such an uncomfortable feeling. And today I did have a migraine for most of the day that kind of subsided once I had dinner and got some fluids back into my system. Yes, go Leafs go. I'm still waiting for your question, bud. Please, my apologies that I missed it, but I would love to answer whatever it is. And no, I did not get some while I was in the hospital. Although that would have been nice, go Leafs go. Would have been nice. Ms. in Love, thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, no, guys, I'm so grateful. And again, even though this was a scary situation, I did what I had to do to push through, to fight through it, and to keep on going. This is just another example of a hurdle that was put in my path, but will not derail me from where I'm headed. We are going to be victorious, and nothing is going to stand in our way. Again, this is just further proof that I am here for a reason, that I'm called to be here to carry out a very important mission. Go Leafs Go said, I would panic if I seen you online passing out. Oh, Go Leafs Go, look at the short I just posted. You'll see it. You can watch it now comfortably. Well, not comfortably, but feel better because you know that I'm good. But I know what you mean. Addie, how are you, honey? Welcome. Welcome to tonight's Keynote Message Live. This soul is on fire. This soul is on fire. But guys, enough, okay? We are done with the near-death experiences for 2024. Okay, we're finished. That's it. That's a wrap on those. Okay, we're just gonna go through the next few weeks nice and smooth. God willing. In Jesus' name we pray. Okay, because we've had enough for the year. I think we're good. We've met our quota. Go Leafs Go says, bro, doesn't your machine beep for your caregiver to look at you? So the machine is typically only set so that it beeps if my breathing is irregular. And I guess in that moment, my breathing was not irregular enough for the machine to detect any changes. Now, what had happened with the issue when the ventilator got disconnected is that it was only partially disconnected, and so the machine was not able to detect the leak because the settings were not sensitive enough. That has since been changed. So I had my therapist come in, reassess the machines, and set the sensitivity for the alarms a little bit higher. But again, if you rewatch the live or you watch the short that I just posted, you'll see that my breathing was still regular in that moment. Even though I was passed out, the machine was continuing to breathe for me, so there was no reason necessarily for the machine to alarm. Now, had I stopped breathing, or, the machine detected that my breathing was irregular, then it would have beeped. Alan said, I didn't realize what had happened fully until I went and rewatched till the end of Sunday's live, but I'm glad you're okay now. Thank you, Alan. Thank you. Yes, I'm glad. I appreciate you guys rewatching. Again, I know that it is sensitive content, so sensitive content warning if you go back and watch the replay, but, it's all part of the journey, It's not always going to be game nights. It's not always going to be positivity and uplifting because I promised you guys from the beginning. I promised you guys from jump that I was always going to be fully transparent, vulnerable, and honest with you guys because That is what gives my story true strength. That is what I mean when I say this soul is on fire. Because my strength, my tenacity, my perseverance means nothing without the hardship, the challenges, the obstacles, and everything that I have overcome. And I share because my hope is that you guys can take away whatever you feel is applicable in your own personal journeys and apply it so that you too can overcome and be victorious. Hey! How are you, Kara? I can imagine how depressive it is for you to live in isolation from real life. I'm in the same shoes right now. Did you think about giving a couch for rent in your room? Well, okay. I think there is a misconception. I am able to get out into the real world, and I do very much. I love to socialize while I try to stay away from any kind of situation where people may be sick or, if I know that there's a potential to catch something, then no, of course I'm going to stay home. But I love to go over to my siblings' homes. I go out with my friends. I go to dinner, all kinds of different things, concerts. So I try to live a very fulfilling life outside of my apartment. Funds have limited that in a little bit, but there's plenty of things to do for free as I've been resourceful to learn in the last several months. Mrs. In Love says, if even I think of being like this, I just know you're going to be better and strong enough, shall always feel strong. Oh, thank you. Mrs. In Love, thank you so much. Producer Jennifer says, the heart train left such beautiful well wishes. I'm humbled, thankful, and full at all. Your love. My apologies for not answering on the shorts as I show up as one man, three hearts there. Penny P! Hi, how are you, Penny P? Welcome, guys, welcome. Alan says, you party animal, you. Yeah, listen, I love to have a good time. I am one of those people who says yes to anything and everything. I love to enjoy myself. I love to socialize. I definitely love my alone time too. Don't get me wrong, that's when my social battery runs out and I kind of decompress and process all of my thoughts and get in touch with my emotions. But I love to be around people. I love to play games. I love to laugh. I really just love to make the most of all of my moments. So yes, I am definitely a party animal for sure. Penny P says, I stay home when I'm sick for immune compromised friends out there. Hard train, toot toot. Oh, that's so nice. That's really considerate of you. I'm really appreciative whenever people will give me a heads up. They say, hey, listen, I'm not feeling too well. I have a scratch in my throat, or I was sneezing a lot yesterday. Maybe we should hold off on getting together. And then we kind of decide whether or not we should just do a FaceTime call or, reschedule altogether. So I'm always appreciative of that. So, guys, being that tonight's live's topic is This Soul is on Fire, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about different ways that you yourselves can ensure that you are living life passionately, that you are living with purpose, that you too are setting your soul on fire. Okay, and when I say set your soul on fire, I mean to really know what brings you happiness and joy. To live life fully, where you are feeling fulfilled, where you are going through your days and you are genuinely at peace. Now, this is a journey, again, similar to what we discussed on Sunday, that you have to be patient for, a journey that you have to give yourself grace, a journey that will take time, and a journey that looks different for every single one of us. But ultimately, the goal is to be living your life with full purpose and passion. One of the ways to do that is to find what it is that brings you happiness. And one of the ways to do that is to explore, to try different things, to try new things, to take risks, to push yourself beyond your comfort zone. You know, step out of your box every now and again, because you may never know what you may stumble onto that just may give you that feeling of fulfillment, may make you really light up and go into your life just feeling complete enjoyment and happiness. Ellen says, oh my god, same here. I'm 50-50 party girl and homebody. Yeah, it's a balance. And again, right, we discuss that a lot here on the channel. Balance, moderation, okay, everything in the right dosage. Addie says, right before I go to bed. I think I missed part one of that. Nyla, what's up, Alex? How are you? Hey, Christoph, sorry we are late. How are you? I'm good, Alex. I'm doing much, much better. I'm not sure if you were in Sunday morning's Empowerment Live or if you were aware of what happened, but I had a bit of a scary episode because of my potassium levels being dangerously high, but that's all taken care of now. I had 2 back-to-back dialysis sessions that was able to clear out and level out my system. Go Leafs Go is reminding us all to please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Thanks, Heart Train family. Guys, tonight's live is sponsored by 5heartsmerch.com. That's the number 5heartsmerch.com. The Quadfather series. Guys, get yourself some merch, some swag, and support One Man, Three Hearts and Myofibrillar Myopathy. You'll find that direct link to 5heartsmerch.com in the bio description of my homepage, as well as all of our support links, the link to my short documentary, the link to my book, and the link to our GoFundMe. Emmanuel? Alex said, yes, I was. You okay? Yes, I'm good. I'm good. I watched the replay with Nye. Can you just wipe my nose for me, please? That was scary, bro. I'm sorry it happened. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate it. Thank you, Nyla. Thank you. Okay, go Leafs go. Go Leafs go says, I gotta go. Have to be up for work in 3 hours. 3 hours? Oh my gosh. Jeez. And I thought I had to be up early tomorrow. Good night, my friends. Sweet dreams. And I hope you have a great day at work tomorrow. I'll see you hopefully Thursday. We'll be live 3 p.m. Eastern Time. If not, I'll see you Saturday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time for our holiday movie trivia night. That's our game night on Saturday, holiday movie trivia night. Hey, Marks! Says your book arrived this evening. Oh my god, I'm so excited for you to read. Guys, my book, One Man, Three Hearts, 9 Lives, with over 100 5-star reviews, is available for purchase on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Kindle, and now available as an audiobook on Audible. Be like A. Marks and get yourself a copy of my book. A. Marks, please leave a review with what you think afterwards. Okay, I cannot wait to read it. Penny P says, God bless you throughout the night. Happy dreams. Thank you, Penny P. You too. Thank you so much. So yes, guys, we were discussing, exploring, stepping out of your comfort zone and trying new things, okay? Again, you can never You'll never realize when you may stumble upon something that you're truly passionate about. Also, it's never too late to find your passion. So many of us put this unnecessary pressure on ourselves to discover our purpose early on in life. And this message is especially for our young viewers who are in the chat tonight. Guys, if you don't have it figured out immediately, even if you're in your 30s, your 40s, and you're still trying to figure it out, that is okay. I want you to eliminate that pressure that is put on you by society, from your family, from your peers. As long as you are trying your best, that's all that matters. Okay, now of course, is it easier said than done? Absolutely. But it's a message that you have to do your very best to try to remember and implement into your daily routine. Okay, give yourself that grace and know that it's okay if you don't have it all figured out right now. That's what the journey of life is about. We figure it out as we go. And so many of us are doing exactly that. Anybody that looks like they have it all figured out, I promise you they don't. I can almost 100% assure you that they are still figuring out some things themselves. Okay, I'm still figuring things out. Producer Jennifer, I'm sure, in her life is still figuring things out. We all have things that we are still working through and still figuring out. That's what the journey of life is all about. But the point is that we do, as long as you do your best, you'll get there, you will figure it out, and you'll come out stronger on the other side for it, and ultimately you'll achieve victory. And again, victory, I don't like saying victory singular because it's not like we have one victory. We have multiple victories on the journey of life. We have collective achievements. Again, because we are always continually learning, we're always a work in progress, we're always growing. No matter how old you are, no matter what you've already been through, you're still going to be developing, you're still going to be growing spiritually and emotionally. Bestie Beverly is in the chat. Christoph and Jennifer, I have been. The chat always does that. It goes super fast just as I'm reading. Beverly, I'm so sorry. Beverly, do you mind typing that again or copying and pasting? Christopher, what's up? How are you? Thank you, Christopher. I appreciate it. Alan says, I don't know how many times I've said it, but those who think they're Little Miss Perfect and that life is so easy, I guarantee you they are not, and it isn't. Yeah, no, it's so true. It's very true. Christopher Bristol says, you have purposes. Thank you so much, Christopher. Thank you. I appreciate that. Producer Jennifer says, Beverly, oh, it was so special to have you here tonight. Crazy week for our riders, but we are blessed to overcome again. Heather says, get well soon, Beverly. Beverly, get well soon. I'm not sure what happened. As I was reading your comment, the chat flew. Oh, thank you, Alex. Okay. Beverly said, Christoph and Jennifer, I have been sick, was in the hospital for 8 days. I had a seizure and a small stroke, doing better now. Alex, thank you so much. Thank you for copying and pasting that. Beverly, I'm so glad you're okay, bestie. Alex, thank you. Oh, you guys are the best. Thank you so much. Heather Fred says, okay, now I have to go. You make it tough to leave and go back to the real world. Oh, Heather. Heather, that was so sweet. Thank you, Heather. Oh my God, what a compliment. You make it tough to leave and go back to the real world. I just love you. I just love your spirit. I love every single one of you. I love what every one of you brings here to the Heart Train. And, for me, this is so therapeutic and this sets my soul on fire. This is what I feel, makes everything that I go through worth it. This right here, this platform, this community, this family. Yes, producer Jennifer, I saw that. So sweet and thoughtful. Travis says hello. I was recently diagnosed with MFN. Nice to meet you. Travis, my whole body just got chills. Travis, Travis, we gotta talk. Travis, please take my email. Travis, would you consider doing a spotlight victory with us? Oh my god, my brain is buzzing. Travis, so nice to meet you, Travis. Welcome, buddy. Listen, take my email. One man, 3hearts at gmail.com. You're my new best friend. One man, 3hearts at gmail.com. So that's the number one man, the number 3hearts at gmail.com. Producer Jennifer has typed it out for your convenience in the chat. Travis, meet producer Jennifer. She is the co-conductor here on the Heart Train. She rides with me 24/7 here on our mission to spread awareness. So you'll be getting in touch with both of us for sure. Ay caramba! When I said ay cara before, I didn't see because I couldn't see the writing. I love your handle. Ay caramba! Ay! Ay, ay, ay! I love you too. Oh my god, Travis, that would be amazing. Travis, do you mind sharing what your specific MFM is? So I have Desmond myofibrillar myopathy. And as I'm sure you may or may not know, there are 7 different strains. So I have friends that also have Desmond that I would love to connect you with in our little community, and a couple that have BAG3. Beverly says, my son bought me a stuffed animal elephant that you can microwave, turns into a heating cooling pad. Oh, that's so awesome. Oh, that's so thoughtful of your son. Producer Jennifer says, Travis, the timing of your diagnosis and arrival here is beyond a god wink. We pray for you and we want to chat directly. Please consider oneman3hearts at gmail.com. Yeah, Travis, honestly, I would love to connect and chat, exchange info. We have so much we would love to share with you, producer Jennifer and I. Right? Isn't that so sweet for Beverly? Really, really sweet. Guys, so another tip as we're discussing setting your soul on fire and what is your passion? What is it that gets you up in the morning and gets you excited for every single day? And it's okay if you don't have anything at the moment. Okay, that was my last point. That if you don't have anything at the moment that does that for you, that's okay. Okay? We're gonna work towards getting you there. We're gonna try to find that out together. But it's really important to do what really makes you happy. Follow your dreams and don't be afraid to. Especially if you're here in this chat or you're watching the replay, you're watching for a reason, and this is your sign to go after it. Go after whatever it is that you've been holding off on, putting off, thinking that you're not worthy of. You have to believe that you deserve it. You have to believe that you're worthy of being happy. Okay? No one should go through life feeling sad and miserable and hopeless and purposeless, because that's all not true. Okay? You do have meaning, you do have worth, and you have a lot more value than you may necessarily realize. Travis said, mine unfortunately is a new one only discovered recently in a genetics the doctors knew of one family in Europe with it. Travis. Wow. Wow. Oh man, I can't wait to chat. I cannot wait to talk. Hi, Karama, did you say cigarettes? Lucy Cat says my animals. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So again, for me, without a doubt, the heart train and my platform that has my soul on fire. Just knowing that I can help other people in whatever capacity that may be. That gives me so much joy and so much fulfillment that's what keeps me going. That's what, when I'm really feeling down and out, like the last 48 hours, when I check in and I see your comments, or producer Jennifer is screenshotting, or letting my mom know what you guys are saying, those are the moments where I'm able to really dig deep within myself and pull myself to keep going and keep fighting. Because there are moments that admittedly I don't know how to be strong enough on my own. And that is when I turn to my family, my support system, my community, and my heart trained passengers to be strong for me. And it really, really has such a profound impact. Icaramba says, I'm really passionate about loving people and helping them. That gives me meaning to my life. Yes, I feel the same. And growing up, I was always a giver. I am a person that I've said this before, I love making the people in my life that I care about feel special. And even strangers, I love putting a smile on their face. If I see somebody and they look nice, I will genuinely compliment them. Why not? Why not make feel somebody feel good throughout the day? Why not help set somebody else's soul on fire? Because you never realize what impact that chain reaction can have. You go out there into the world, you make somebody else feel good, and then they go to their job and they're now feeling better about themselves. So they in turn start to make their coworkers feel good. They go home to their family and they're a better mom, a better dad, a better sibling, a better friend. Just because you set off this, domino effect of being kind, complimenting someone, making someone feel good, and it costs absolutely nothing. How many times do we say that, guys? It costs absolutely nothing to be kind. So, not only do we set our own souls on fire, but when we go out into the world and we interact with people, we should be doing everything that we can to ignite other people's fires as well. Ellen says, for me, it's my childhood bestie and my two fur babies. Oh! Ellen, do you have cats or a dog? Dog and a cat, two dogs? K Monty, my mom is good. My mom is doing really, really well. Thank you for asking. She's good. She was really worried about me the last 48 hours, as you can imagine, but she's definitely happy that all is well. Hi, Hurry. Hi, honey. Hi, welcome aboard, says producer Jennifer. Forgive the enthusiasm with diagnosis and meeting here. The enthusiasm is to increase awareness worldwide for such a rare diagnosis. We will support you daily too. Yes! Travis said, oh my gosh, hi honey. Wow! Yeah, we were not expecting his diagnosis at all. It took us 13 years to get it, but it's so amazing to see others with it. It really is. It really is. One of the most important things that I think that we try to share here on my channel is the idea that we are not alone. No matter what you're going through in life, we are not alone. And while I do not wish this diagnosis on anybody, there is this strange comfort in knowing that there are others out there who understand, others who can relate, and others that you can share things with and support each other and uplift each other in the dark times. And so, I'm really happy that you found me and my channel. Producer Jennifer and I are so pleased to be able to connect with you guys and discuss further. And I think that this was definitely not just a coincidence. I think that our paths were meant to cross for a reason. Absolutely. I call Travis my unicorn because he is rare. I love that. I love that. I love that. Guys, I'm so touched right now. I'm truly, truly touched. So, my diagnosis also, I originally got sick when I was 6 years old, and it took me 20 years to get my diagnosis. So, I was 26 when I was finally diagnosed. Originally, it was believed that I had isolated heart issues because the MFM attacked my heart initially. And then later, when I started to have further weakness in my legs, that's where it started. They did testing and ultimately found out I had MFM. Guys, if you want to check out our playlist videos, I do have a bunch of videos that you guys can check out for more information, just to learn about my personal experience with MFM. But I can't wait again to connect. Hi, honey. Oh, is it HV, honey? Thanks for your positivity. It's very refreshing. We will definitely be in contact. Yes, yes, absolutely. Okay, I'm excited. I'm so excited. Producer Jennifer says we have a playlist of Spotlight Victory series. Please consider watching to catch the vibe and mission to rise above. Yes, yes, we would love to have the both of you as our Spotlight Victory guests to help raise awareness and to share and discuss. Oh my gosh, this is great. This is powerful stuff. Alan says I have two cats and they are my life. Aww. Are they two girls? Two boys? You want to know? Now I want to know all the details. And what are their names? Mrs. Ms. K Sample is in the chat. What's up, boo? How are you, honey? Welcome. Welcome to our Tuesday night keynote message live. This soul is on fire. This soul is on fire. K Monty, what's up? Aww. Producer Jennifer said, I have a ladybug and a crab. And I have a tiger and a ladybug. Oh, Ellen. Ellen says they're litter mates. Finn and Maya, brother and sister. Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. I love animals. And I've been hearing that a lot lately. People have been getting, in particular with cats, litter mates. Kmati, so yes, myofibrillar myopathy is genetic. So it was something that I was born with, but I did not show any signs at birth. So I was born typically healthy, and I actually met a lot of my milestones early. But yes, it is a genetic mutation of my Desmond gene. I have what's called Desmond myofibrillar myopathy, and there are 7 strains, although they may be 8, because I think Travis, they discovered a new one. Travis had a KY gene mutation that both his mom and dad carried. Wow. Wow. A Mark says I've got 5 cats. It's like living in a cartoon. That's hysterical. Miss K Sample has 2 cats. Wow. Anita! My name is Christoph. It's so nice to meet you. I am 41 years old. I'm a fully disabled quadriplegic on life support, and I'm living with a very rare condition that's called myofibrillar myopathy. I have a 24/7 live-in caregiver due to the progressive weakness that has essentially crippled my body, and so I have a 24/7 live-in caregiver who does everything for me. He gets me dressed, he helps me to the bathroom, showers me, he takes me to all of my appointments, transfers me to and from the wheelchair, you name it. He is literally my arms and hands, legs. He recently has started to help spoon feed me because I'm no longer able to feed myself because of the weakness in my arms and my hands. You wanna join my members? You wanna join our members? We need one more member. Producer Jennifer is letting us all know. The new viewers, the green members, are our special members. They help One Man, Three Hearts Alive Lives commercial free. Digital swagger is available in the boxcar and the other options, baby. That direct link can be found in the bio. Matt and Bree, welcome back. It's so good to see you. Happy Tuesday. I hope that you guys have I hope that you guys are having a great week so far. And remember, guys, we're still only just started, so if it hasn't been that great, now is the time that we can turn things around. We are going over the hump. Confined in music. Hello. My mental health is good. Confined in Music says, how's the mental going? I know the physical has been up and down, especially lately. Yes, but my mental health has been okay. Yeah, we know our Nyla. Alex, you're the man. A Mark says, is there another way to be, analog way to be a member? Yes, so if you go to the home page on my bio, here on YouTube, go to the home page and then where you see the bio description, there'll be a bunch of links. It'll say join my membership. Click that. Travis says, I was misdiagnosed at age 12 with just tight hamstrings, but just found out at 41 what I have. Now I'm very weak in my arms and legs, and deformations. Wow. Travis, I'm 41 too. How crazy. Only thing is, I went into complete heart failure when I was 6 years old. Travis, I definitely want you to watch the video, What Happened to You. Also, Travis, behind me is my short documentary, 23 minutes, that I think that you and HV Honey would love to watch. 23 minutes, powerful inspiration of my whole story. Yes. Alex, it's okay. That's cool. Don't worry, it wouldn't bother me. That's our Nyla. No, you're not spamming. Don't worry. Yes, so producer Jennifer produced that short documentary, guys. It started with the heart on the Vimeo.com. 6 film festivals. 6 film festival acceptances, and even nominated for Best Short Documentary and won. HV Honey, oh great. Let us know what you think when you do. Okay, I would love to hear your feedback. You can actually leave a comment directly on Vimeo once you've watched. So there's a rental option and a purchase option if you really want to show us some love. You can purchase and have it, you know. Then you can actually show your other family members too, or friends. Spread the word. Tommy Ford, hello, welcome, happy Tuesday, buddy. Guys, again, don't forget. We have a number of support links in the bio. The link to not only my short documentary, but the link to also my self-published book, One Man, Three Hearts, Nine Lives, with over 100 five-star reviews, is now available on Amazon, Barnes& Noble, Kindle, and also audiobook on Audible. So guys, definitely check out my book, The Short Documentary. Tonight's live is sponsored by 5heartsmerch.com, the number 5heartsmerch.com. Get yourself some swag, get yourself some merch, and rep the Quad Father series and other cool designs by visiting the 5heartsmerch.com website and link in our bio. Guys, also, we do have a GoFundMe link to support all things One Man, Three Hearts. Please consider, especially as we approach the 5th this Thursday, we are having our double rally live, 12 p.m. noon. And then again, oh my god, all this time I was saying 3 p.m. like a dingbat. 5 p.m. I totally forgot there was the 5th coming up. The 5th double rally live this Thursday. Guys, please forgive me. Please forgive me. 12 p.m. Eastern Time and 5 p.m. Eastern Time. We are going to be rallying, so consider starting the rally early. Get that momentum going for the Heart Train. Help us to reach our next benchmark goal of $50,000 out of our $100,000 goal. Alright, guys, visit It Started with the Heart on GoFundMe. And don't forget to join my members. You want to join my members? Don't forget to join my members. We are rallying, guys. We are going to get back to 300 members, okay? Unfortunately, a lot of our gifted memberships did not rejoin, but we will be back, baby. 2025, we are going to get those memberships up, and we are going to be stronger than ever. Remember, producer Jennifer always tells us, stronger together, and together we will be victorious. Confined Music says, have you posted an official post on Facebook for inquiries to donate a kidney? I'd love to share to my audience. They would love to support you as well. Yes, I have, but it's been a little while, so I should definitely do an updated one. Laura, hello, Chain Smoke Me. What's up? Hey, buddy. Listen, I have not forgotten about you. Things have just been super hectic. Okay, Will? Don't you worry. How are you, Will? Preppy! What's going on, Preppy Life? How are you? Yes, I did. I emailed you to tell you that we just needed to work out some scheduling. Oh, excuse me. Stop and smile. Hello? Our dear member is in the chat. My Facebook page is One Man, Three Hearts. And then there's the documentary page is The Heart. It started with the heart. So One Man, Three Hearts, just like my name here on YouTube. That's on all my platforms. Facebook, Instagram. Also, my Facebook for the documentary is It Started with the Heart. On YouTube, it's The Heart Film. On Instagram, it's The Heart Film. All the links can be found in the bio of my YouTube page. So I have the links to my other socials on there as well, just to make it easier for you guys. Preppy Life, I'm so pumped for Christmas time. I love the holidays in general. You're welcome, HV Honey. I love the holidays, especially now with my nieces and nephews. Talk about something else that sets my soul on fire. Just being able to spoil them and see them get in the spirit of things, see them enjoy and run around and laugh and play, and they're just so super adorable. I'm like telling you every single time I get together with them and I see their little faces, it really does something to just really ignite my spirit and make me so, so happy. Oh, Preppy Life 123, we always miss you when you're not around. It's so good to see you, though. So, so good. Guys, again, Thursday we have our double rally live. This Thursday is our double rally live. Again, my apologies for those of you that I said at 3 p.m. That's what I'm used to. We have it switched up this Thursday for the fifth celebration. We're going to be rallying all day, okay? We have two lives, 12 p.m. Eastern Time and 5 p.m. Eastern Time, but we will be rallying all throughout the week, throughout not just Thursday, we're rallying all week. We're rallying throughout the weekend. So please, guys, help move the heart trade forward. Support all things One Man, Three Hearts. Visit the GoFundMe and start with the heart on GoFundMe and start making your contributions. Okay, anything and everything is accepted. So head over to that GoFundMe link and let's go, baby. Let's rally. You can also donate here in supers, but we prefer for all large donations, you either visit GoFundMe or email oneman3hearts@gmail.com. And then, guys, we're going to have some fun. Saturday night is our game night, holiday movie trivia night. We're going to have some good fun. We're going to see what you guys really know about your holiday movies. All right? Those of you that have seen Christmas Vacation, those of you that have seen The Elf, Grinch, no. Got time to no, not, what was it? A Christmas Carol. Confined Music said, I went snooping and found the most recent with info. Been checking every day to see if you're alright or active. Oh, you're so sweet, Confined Music. Thank you. Home Alone. Yes, Home Alone. Exactly. Another one of my favorites, Home Alone. Jonathan, what's up? How are you? Happy Tuesday, my friend. Producer Jennifer is saying producer opportunities are available to join an award-winning production team in completing it started with the Heart full documentary. Confined in Music, I do too. I love the animated Christmas cartoons. Guys, give me just a few minutes. I have to take my 10 p.m. meds. But please, that would be a great time to check out the support links in the bio. Become a member, or you can chat with your fellow subscribers and producer Jennifer. All right? Just give me a couple minutes. Okay. Take those. Okay. Thank you. Nyla, hi. What's up, buddy? I see you, Nyla. Matt and Bree, that was so sweet. That was so sweet. Thank you so much. Guys, I love and appreciate you. Thank you so much for being patient as I took my meds. Rainbow Gracie, what's going on? How are you? MVR, I am. I am. Thankfully, I am. Real Peas, hello. God. So yes, I've had three hearts. I had the heart that I was originally born with, and then I had it replaced twice. So I had two heart transplants. I do have a video entitled What Happened to You, where I explain all the details of everything that I've been through. But essentially, I'm living with a very rare condition called myofibrillar myopathy. It's a rare genetic muscle disease that slowly weakens the muscles over time. Over the course of my life, I have survived a pacemaker and complete heart block at the age of 6. I was given less than 6 months to live. Since then, I have survived two heart transplants, a kidney transplant. I've had my gallbladder removed, liver stones, kidney stones, respiratory failure, thyroid cancer, pulmonary embolism, and a drug overdose. I am now 14 years sober. I'm a 24/7 live-in caregiver that helps me with everything in my day-to-day. Like I said, I do have a video that explains in detail what I have gone through and everything that I've survived. I also have my short documentary. It started with the heart on Vimeo, distributed by DocuMarket, that is now available for rental and purchase. And also my self-published book, One Man, Three Hearts, Nine Lives, which is available at the direct link in my bio as well. Kindly Adventure Guides, 10 p.m. 10 p.m. Eastern on the dot. That guy, what's going on? How are you? So this tube is connected to my ventilator. Again, I have another video in my playlist that answers all the questions about my tracheotomy, what it does, what it was like for me to get it, how that impacted my life, and how it still impacts my life to this day. So I need this to help me to breathe. Emmanuel? Guys, I have to suction real quick. So if you are sensitive, please step away for just a couple minutes while I do this. It's a little bit of an invasive procedure. Can we just suction, please? Thank you. Good, Court. Hi. Thank you. May my peace be with you. Well, that's awesome. No, it's not because of the thyroid. It's actually related to the myofibrillar myopathy. But when you watch the video, or if you watch the short documentary, you'll really understand how it's all connected. Wendy, what's up? How are you? Snuggle, what's going on? Preston likes a Fortnite. What's going on? How are you? Christina's in the chat. Christina Stroop. No time to hang tonight. Just wanted to stop in with some love and support. I hope you're doing okay. Prayers and hugs. Thank you, Christina. Thank you. Love you. Mwah. Christina, if you can, definitely watch the replay because I talk about that scary incident that happened on Sunday morning during the live when I blacked out. Gift ideas that support my mission are available on fiveheartsmerch.com. Inspiration for gifts. Yes, producer Jennifer with the plug. That's my producer. That's my producer right there. Holiday gift inspiration on fiveheartsmerch.com, baby. Get yourself some Christmas gifts for your loved ones. You know that they love some One Man, Three Hearts. Get them a Quadfather shirt, the Boxcar shirt. Get them a Keynote Speaker shirt. YouTube Live, streaming and beaming, baby. Hey, Marks. I've been watching the coping series. It's so helpful. Yes! Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you're enjoying it and finding it helpful. Guys, our new coping tips series videos are now posted. Go check those out. Help us increase our watch time and help yourself in the process. New coping tips series, Diagnosis Disassociation. Will Peace, I love you too. Welcome to the Heart Train. Thank you for the sub. I really appreciate it. I promise you're going to love this community. When I tell you, these people are so funny, uplifting, supportive, but also vulnerable and raw and real. There are not many places like this platform that producer Jennifer and I have built together. We are so proud of this community and we are so proud to have you all be a part of it. Guys, happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Remember, we are almost halfway through the week and now is your time to turn your energy around. If things have been hard, if things have been hard for you and like just challenging, difficult, you feel down and depressed, there is still time for you to turn it all around. As long as you're alive and breathing, do not put such a permanent end to a temporary problem. Keep on going little by little, day by day. Travis says, one thing I'm struggling right now is I'm having to quit my job because I can no longer work comfortably and safely. Travis, I'm going to tell you right now, that is not easy. And everything that you are feeling is absolutely valid, my friend. Feel all of those emotions. Let yourself go through it, whatever that means, okay? But I will also tell you there is a different path ahead for you. Just because you can't do this particular job, it doesn't mean that there are not more things out there to fulfill you, to give your life meaning and purpose. Okay? You're just on a little detour. And the path may not be what you have expected. It's not what you laid out for yourself. But rarely it ever is for any of us. You know, and me too. I went through the same thing and it was so painful. That's why I say you're entitled to your feelings and do what you gotta do. But don't you give up. Don't you dare give up, Travis, because now I am a powerful keynote speaker. Okay, and I'm speaking all over. I now offer keynote speaking seminars, not just physically, but virtually. I have this platform with over 20,500,000 views, 80 million views across all my platforms and counting. I've become a certified health and life coach where I help other people individually in their own personal mission to victory. So don't ever think that this is the end of the road for you, buddy. You have so much more waiting for you. It's just a different road than you anticipated. Zoe, what's up? How are you, Zoe? Yes, producer Jennifer says, hey, you too will adapt. Feel good, support your limits, and I promise you will find the most powerful place to shine. Amen. Amen. So well said. Travis said, thank you for the kind words, sir. It means a lot. No, I really mean it because I've lived it. And while we all have very different experiences, I don't ever want to claim to know what you're going through exactly because no one does, you know? We all are on our own individual journeys, but any advice that I could give or anything that you can kind of take away from my experience, I'm happy to share. You know, that's the reason MFM is why I am doing this. Like, MFM is why I am being so transparent with my life. And I just want you to be reassured that you're gonna be okay, buddy. You are okay. You're good. You're doing amazing. You're amazing. Oh, HV, honey. Oh, my pleasure. It's my pleasure. I get it. I get it. You know, sometimes when we're going through the storm, it's hard to see the sunshine. It's hard. You know, when you're going through it, it's hard to embrace any kind of positivity. But I've noticed that in my own personal journey, when there are other people that have been through something similar, that advice tends to hit a little bit different because you're like, wait, they're not just saying it just to say it. You know, they're not just talking out of their butt. They mean wholeheartedly what they're saying. Guys, 10-10. Shout out producer Jennifer Cascardo as we set our intentions going forward. Guys, you know what it is. 10-10. We set our intentions for how we envision ourselves, for reaching our goals, for being successful, for embracing abundance and blessings. Okay, we're getting stronger. We are healing. Life is good. We are blessed. We are fortunate. And we are going to continue to be blessed and fortunate. Our bank accounts are going to be loaded with zeros. Okay, we're going to go out there. We're going to give life meaning, purpose, and we are all going to do what it takes to set our souls on fire, baby. Alan says you and I were meant to meet. Yes, we were, baby. Honey baby cakes. Miss K Sample, how are you, boo boo? I see you, girl. I see you in the comments. I love you in the comments, girl. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. When I tell you, I love me some Miss K Sample in the comments. Ooh, we talk about just like a hug for that soul. Ooh, the sweetest words. Lucy Cat, I see you too. Go Leafs go. When you watch this replay, I see you too. The green team. Look at it. Isn't it beautiful in the chat? All those members. All those members. Guys, this is what we do on the Heart Train. Heart stops on Sunday. We are delivering powerful keynote messages on our Tuesday. Don't ever think that the Heart Train stops. We move full steam ahead. And while conductor Chris, his heart stopped, producer Jennifer was putting the pedal to the metal, baby. We ride stronger together, and together we will be victorious. Travis says, I have a doctor's appointment December 10th with a neurologist, so prayers are appreciated. Absolutely, absolutely. We got you. We got you. And also, we are going to connect. I'm going to share with you some of my resources and things. We're going to be, don't you worry. You are no longer alone, my friend. We're in this together. We are now in this together. And we're going. We're going. Yes, producer Jennifer, we pray together and we are stronger together as well. HV, I'm in New Jersey. So I'm actually so north New Jersey that New York City is literally like a stone's throw away. The bridge is like right by me. I could be in New York City in like 10 minutes without traffic. What's up? Nyla, how are you? Okay, nice. So you're about like 5.5 hours away. Not too bad. So I went to the NIH in Bethesda, Maryland, for a lot of my treatment growing up, and then I went back because they are one of the few people that specialize in MFM. I'm not sure if you guys are aware of that. Yes, I did. I saw that, producer Jennifer. So sweet. Ellen says, Chris, on another note, I needed this break I'm currently on. I feel so good. Oh, good. I'm happy. Breaks are necessary. It really is. Like, breaks are all part of it. You know, moderation, balance, like keeping yourself in check, like paying attention to what your, not just your physical needs, but your emotional and mental needs are as well. You have to be in touch with yourself in that way. Matt and Bree says, what is some of your favorite genres of songs at all? I'd love to hear more about you. I love Ed Sheeran, but I love all genres in general. My parents are Caribbean, so my dad is Haitian. I love compa. My mom is Jamaican. I love any kind of West Indian music, calypso, soca, reggae, dancehall. Yeah, I grew up listening to that music, so that music has a very special place in my heart. Pop music, hip hop, R&B. I've recently developed a passion for country music that I never really had growing up. House music I love, you know. But Ed Sheeran is like my top because I just think he's so talented. I love his voice. HV Honey says Travis had an appointment with the NIH, but they canceled it because of, got it. Got it. Okay, that makes sense. But they would definitely, I would definitely try to reschedule that. Don't let that, because they are one of the few that are specializing. NIH and the Mayo Clinic. Wendy says, love Ed Sheeran. Isn't he the best? I've seen him in concert too, and it's just talk about lighting your soul on fire. Like, for me, music really does that. Music is one of those things that, and I've said this in so many of my lives. Again, you can check out previous lives in my One Man, Three Hearts Alive Lives playlist. I really find that music is a way that'll, even if I'm in a good mood or a bad mood, it just helps me to get in touch with my feelings. But especially when I'm in a good mood, oh my gosh, I love to start my days listening to music. I always have my headphones in. I love listening to music in the car when I'm at dialysis, whether it's to pump me up or chill me out or make me feel emo. Why is it emo? Emo. Um, Music is such a powerful tool for my healing. Wendy said music is so powerful. Yes, I couldn't agree more. Alan says, me too, Chris. When I need a minute to reset, it's AirPods in and world off. Exactly. That noise canceling feature is incredible. It's so great and so necessary sometimes. You just have to just disconnect, shut everything off. And I love like those guided meditations even are very, very helpful for me to just kind of relax, reset, unwind, and re-energize. Well, and again, if your fire tends to get a little dim at times, and you gotta throw a couple more logs on it, that's okay. That's all part of the journey of life. Your life, your fire may, ember out and dim a little bit. That's perfectly fine. But it's up to you to refuel it. It's up to you to reignite the flame. But you will definitely have moments of dim. Life would not be realistic if our fire was just burning 24/7, 365. That just would not be. Yeah, A-Marks, we try to avoid saying that because we don't want to get hit with any violations. Oh my, producer Jennifer and I just winked at the same time. That's how you know you and your producer are connected. We literally just. I did this and she put the emoji. Guys, as we close out our Tuesday Night Live, just a couple things, okay? There is a flame inside every single one of you. And I know there's a couple of you in here that doubt as I say that. You're rolling your eyes. You don't want to hear it. Well, I'm going to tell you anyway. There is a flame inside of you. Every single one of us is special in our own right, and our life has value, meaning, and purpose. Whether you yourself realize it or understand it, that does not mean it does not exist. I'm here to tell you it does. Little by little, I need you to fuel that flame. Do what makes you happy. Do what brings you joy. Surround yourself with positive people. People that are going to reinforce and reignite your fire. People that are going to root for you. People that want the best for you. People that listen and understand you. People that let you be you unapologetically. Those are all very important ingredients to growing your flame and lighting your soul on fire. Okay? Be patient with yourself. Give yourself time and grace because the journey, it can be long, it can be painful. Like I said, there could be moments when your fire gets really dim. Really dim. So little, you can little spark in the dark. But that spark can become a very powerful, influential flame. Trust me when I tell you, okay? You guys are all so beautiful. You're amazing. I want to once again thank you all for your support over the weekend. That was a really scary ordeal. If you happen to miss our earlier portion of tonight's live, please go check out the replay as I explained what happened with my blackout on Sunday morning's Empowerment Live. Special thanks to producer Jennifer, who was very vigilant and supportive in keeping you all in the loop as best she could. Staying in touch with my mom, making sure that I was safe and okay and in the right hands. I really appreciate that. Mod Podge, hello. How are you, dear honey? Matt and Bree, thank you. I love you guys too. Beyonce. Oh, I'm so honored. I'm so honored to have Beyonce in our chat. Beyonce. Whoa, 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 whoa. Baby, you're my hello. Baby, I'm today. Baby, I'm gonna lift you up. Cause baby, I'm gonna bring you down. Baby, you're my hello. Cause nothing's gonna bring me down. First Amendment, what's up? Marge Podge says, having a rough time, but it could always be worse. Okay, Marge Podge, here's the thing. Let yourself feel the hard time. It's okay. Okay? When we don't want to be strong, it's okay to let go for a little bit. Okay? Embrace the bare minimum. And then when you're good and ready to start fighting again, you fight like hell, baby. Alright? So it's okay to have a couple days off. Let yourself be just whatever you want to be. Whatever your body is telling you to feel right now, that's okay. That's okay, honey. You have your whole life ahead of you to get back on track and to be strong. Alright? It's okay to have a little bit of a moment to recharge. You're very welcome, March Podge. You're welcome, you're welcome. That's what the heart train's for. That's what Conductor Chris is for, baby. Hey, hey Mark says prayers going up forever. Oh, that was... Hey, Mark, that was really nice. I love that. I love the community vibes. Yeah, it really was. Producer Jennifer is saying, wonderful seeing everyone tonight, and I completely agree with that. It has been such a pleasure, such an honor, nothing but good vibes. That's what it's all about, Guys, life is a journey. We're going to have really great moments. We're going to have moments that are low moments. And then we're going to have moments that are just, meh. They're just, nothing. They're kind of bland. They don't have no butter, no salt. They're just dry toast. You know? And that's life. But we're going to go through it together. Hand in hand. We're here for all of it. The good, the bad, the ugly, and everything in between. The heart train is a full experience, let me tell you. So don't forget, guys, we are rallying for the 5th this Friday with our double rally this Thursday. Where am I going? You see, this is what happens when your heart stops. This Thursday, December 5th, we will be rallying, doing a double live, 12 p.m. Eastern Time, and then again 5 p.m. Eastern Time. But the rally starts now, guys. Okay, we are rallying, visiting that GoFundMe, donating $5, a dollar, whatever you can do. Generous, $100. That's 200. Can I get 200? Five. 1,000. Head over to that GoFundMe. The direct link is in my bio, or you can visit it. Started with the heart on GoFundMe, and make a generous donation today. Nyla, I see you, Nyla. Hi, honey. Drea, what's up? How are you, honey? What's up, Drea? Guys, say hi to our OG member and subscriber, Drea, in the chat. This is what happens when your heart stops. It's true. My brain is still a little foggy. It hasn't even been 48 hours. Like, come on. You know? Give a brother a break. Thank you, Drea. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. But guys, I appreciate you guys again being here with me tonight. I appreciate you guys and all of your support throughout the last ordeal. But we are going strong. Saturday night, we're gonna have some fun. Saturday night, we have our holiday movie trivia night. So guys, definitely set your notifications so you don't miss out on any of the fun for the rest of this week. 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Saturday night is our holiday movie trivia night. Again, we're gonna see how well you guys really know your holiday trivia. Drea, thank you so much. Drea coming through and closing out tonight's chat with a generous super lighting up our screen. What is that, like a raspberry? Like a pinkish raspberry? Wow. Thank you, Drea. W's in the chat for Drea, everybody. W's in the chat for Drea. Our real housewives are all here. Drea, I was just about, and boom, hits the chat with hot pink. My heart stopped. This is what I'm talking about. Guys, we have officially kicked off our rally. Our rally, tonight's live kicks off our rally. Going full steam ahead for December. Let's get it, baby. Guys, we're at 48 likes. Can we get to 50 likes? Can we get to 50 likes? Double tap your screens. Hit the top right corner 3-dot drop down menu. I know we can do it. I know we can get to 50. Come on. Just 2 more. 49. Hit that like, baby. Hit that like. Do it, guys. Hit the like button because my heart is still beating. Just hit it for me. Okay, every like is a heartbeat. Every like is a heartbeat. I want to see it go up. Come on, get my pulse up. Let's go. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's what I love to see. HV honey, yes. So I originally had a kidney transplant that lasted me 11 years, but that failed and has now, the kidney transplant failed, and I'm now back on dialysis, awaiting a second kidney transplant. It's been 7 years, approaching 7 years, 7 years next month that I will be waiting for my kidney. Hey, Marks! Lighting up our screen, light blue. This is A. Marks' first super on a live stream. Guys, you know what this means. The record is back on. This is our second live stream in a row that we had someone as a first time super gifter. And you guys know that that is something that honors me tremendously. That out of all of the creators on this platform, you would choose to gift me for the first time. That is really so very kind and thoughtful. Ellen says, do I hear 55 likes? 50 going once? 55 going twice? 105 going 3 times, baby. Yeah, I see 52. I see 50 as well. I see 50 also. W's in the chat for A marks, guys. W's in the chat. Oh my god, everyone's phone is Travis sees 51, Drea sees 51. Okay, we're going with 51. We're going with 51. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. This is why I say, you guys, Travis, we're supposed to be on the same team, buddy. Don't start. Travis, don't start. Okay? We are allies. MFM warriors. We stick together. 51 on Google Pixel. Oh, here we go. 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 Here and then we start. Now we start, guys. You wait till the end of the chat to now pick a fight with me. That's what you want to do at the end? We're supposed to be ending the live with kindness, not hostility. For God's sakes, what are you doing to me? And Travis, no, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding, and I'm totally kidding. Ah, you know, the story between iPhone and Android is a tale as old as time. Tale as old as time. Okay, good. He's over here cracking up. That's great. That's great. So how are we feeling, guys? Are we ready for the rest of the week? Are we gonna go into hump day feeling strong, feeling positive? I really hope that everybody, okay, even if you're not feeling it, just know that better days are ahead. You can get there, okay? Because we all have different things going on. Our journeys are all different. It all looks different for everybody. The point is that we can get through it, okay? This soul is on fire. This soul is on fire. And yours can be too. Thank you guys so much for watching. Guys, thank you for being here for this live tonight, this keynote message live. Again, Thursday, we have our double rally live for the 5th. If you do not know the significance of the 5th, go watch those shorts, go watch the videos, and find out. Especially if you watch my short documentary. Guys, tonight's live was sponsored by 5heartsmerch.com. That's the number 5heartsmerch.com, the Quad Father series. But there are plenty more design styles, colors, options to choose from on 5heartsmerch.com at the direct link in my bio, where you can also find the many other support links as well. There you'll find the link to my short documentary. It starred with the Heart, 6 film festival acceptances, and nominated for Best Short Documentary. One, It Started with the Heart, is now available, distributed by DocuMarket for rental and purchase on Vimeo at the direct link in my bio. You can also get yourself a copy of my book or download and listen. It's One Man, Three Hearts, Nine Lives, with over 100 5-star reviews, is now available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Kindle, and Audible. Don't forget to join my members. You can join my memberships at the link in my bio, our box card tier membership, the parlor card tier membership, my life coach club card membership, where you can take full advantage of my health and life coaching certification, where I offer group life coaching sessions, or our newly launched virtual Drop Inspirational Seminar Tour membership. There I offer our virtual keynote message, inspirational message. You can book me through that membership. Join my members. Guys, don't forget to also visit our GoFundMe link in the bio. And remember, our fifth rally starts now, so please consider making a generous donation to support all things One Man, Three Hearts by visiting the GoFundMe link in the bio. If you would like to book me as a keynote speaker, whether it be in person or virtually, please email me at oneman3hearts@gmail.com and we can coordinate and get your keynote speaking life-changing presentation today booked. Thank you guys once again for being here with us tonight. A big shout out to producer Jennifer Cascardo, producer on my platforms, co-content creator, marketing strategist, and the genius behind One Man, Three Hearts platforms. Also the moderator who holds it down in our live stream chats. Guys, a big shout out and W's in the chat for producer Jennifer Cascardo. Yes, Pepe, you're gonna have to watch. Come on, guys, we can't give away all of the juice for free. For free? Non. C'est pas possible. Il faut tout. Il faut y payer. Faut payer. Il faut payer. I know that sounds like a bad word, but in Creole it's not, I promise. Alex, good night. Drea, good night. Thank you. Shout out to Drea again. Shout out to all of our super gifters tonight. Shout out Miss K Sample. Good night. Travis, shout out to you. Fellow MFM warrior. Guys, big W's in the chat for Travis. Travis is exactly what we're all about right now. Miss Helen Bozark, good night. I love you too, honey. Travis, oh wow, 5/5/2010 is our son's birthday. Wow, very cool, Travis. Good night, everybody. I hope that you all have a wonderful night. If I don't see you, have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week. But don't forget to set your notifications to all on my homepage, and I hopefully will see you for our double rally on Thursday. Alright, see us at noon. 12 p.m. Eastern Time is our first, and then 5 p.m. Eastern Time is our second rally. Okay, we have a double live on Thursday for our fifth rally. Celebrate good times. Come on! Alright, I can't wait to see you guys, and then we'll see each other for our holiday movie trivia night on Saturday. Good night, God bless, and sweetest of dreams. Emmanuel, ready. Good night, all. Good night. Good night. One man, three hearts, nine lives, and counting. And counting, guys, and counting. Alex, good night. You're so funny. I miss my parents watching with my Diana. He loved you. We make our day. Love you, Chris and Jennifer. Oh, we love you too. We love that you guys keep coming back. Sweet dreams, everybody. All right, see you Thursday. Bonsoir, Ed. Oh, hit that. Thanks. Yep.